Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
All right, we're back again. It's Thursday night, as it's been since last game. I don't know why I leave myself in there with that, but whatever. We're back again. It's game 2 now of America's Finest Dota players going against Los Mipos Hermanos, a.k.a. Look at It Go, a.k.a. Cubano +4. These guys have many faces and many names, but they're looking to get a victory finally in this series as America's Finest Dota players do lead 1-0 after that strong pushing effort they had last game. With me again is going to be Pandago. Pandago, why are you still here with me? Weren't you scared away from the amateur play?
No, I actually quite enjoyed that. That was fun.
Yeah, that was actually
I'll
surprising.
stay for at least one more. Yeah, that was a pretty good game. There's a few plays where people were doing questionable stuff, but that happens to everyone. Like, no one in that game was completely just like walking into the enemy and feeding. So
yeah, which is always a positive. And at this point, too, people are realizing, like, hey, my team might actually do this. We might actually make it to the end. I mean, we are in the quarterfinals. They only have a few more matches ahead of them before they actually make it to the gold, to the king of the Amateur Dota 2 League in its first set of playoffs here. And they're looking at getting a little bit of Steam cash and also an invite to the Invitational League, although they have the potential to win a lot more money and prizes, I believe. So anyways, we're going to jump into the new draft lineup right now. It's going to be a first pick of Visage for Los Mipos this time, which we saw a very proficient play last game by the Visage, and we talked a little bit about how Visage is such an important role and why he is such a good pickup here. But I mean, Pandago, do you have anything else to say about Visage? We just know he's good, and he's been good for a long time, and no surprises he's grabbed first and Invoker's grabbed second. So we're looking at a bit of a rinse and repeat here.
Repeat, they're just switching sides right now.
Yeah, exactly. We get to see America's Finest Invoker against Los Mipos Visage this time around, but now we're going to change things up finally a little bit. They're going to grab up the Venomancer, who's going to make his first appearance of the night. And I'm always a big fan of Venomancer when either I'm playing him or he's on my team, but my god, I hate that son of a bitch when I'm going against him. And do you agree, Pandago? I think those wards with the Poison Sting can just be a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, if he's really good at pushing for that reason. Just if you get set up, it's so hard to like dive into the wards because they'll just slow you and murder you. But I think he's kind of fallen off just because one of the reasons why everyone liked him was his ability to zone out early. He was the best just with Poison Touch. You couldn't fight him in lane if you were an offlaner. You could kill any of them, and that just really made him strong, and since they nerfed that, he's not quite as good.
Yeah, they took down his damage a little bit right there. We used to see, I believe, one of the most, if you want to look at a nice zoning out, aggressive style early laning Venomancer, I believe EGM played a nice solid game with him that was just unmerciful. But this time around, we're going to see how the Filipinos can do with the Venomancer. Los Mipos, they grab the Obsidian, or not, sorry, Outworld Devourer. I'm touching back on my Dota 1 roots right there with the Obsidian Devourer call out, but or Obsidian Destroyer rather. This is going really well, Pandago.
I think you're doing great.
Outworld Devourer is going to be your mid lane, and I mean, what else can you say about that? He's the king of the mid game. Do you think America's Finest should just do the easy thing and grab up maybe a Razor or Viper to contest him? What else is there that you can do when going against an Outworld Devourer?
I think Mojo's flaming me now in Rumble. I forgot to mute it. I think if you go, like, now I'm no master of middle and I have to ask Rebor's opinion, but if you go Exort, you could actually do decent against the hero if you got help. But it would still be rough. It's just hard to put Invoker anywhere else. They could definitely like safe lane Invoker though, and try and pick up a better mid against that hero.
But we'll see. Invoker is coming into a new profile of his own with that enhancements of Quas Wesk. You know, you never know. Maybe people will be able to fine-tune their Invoker skills to try to beat out even any sort of Outworld Devourer that will approach them. So we'll see if that's the case this time, or like you said, if they do call an audible and throw him off into the side lane and think about changing things up. But with one support required in the Venomancer and a Crystal Maiden still out there, I would hope to see maybe America's Finest Dota grab up that extra reliable mana and maybe an early aggression with that Crystal Maiden. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen her played yet. I can't remember or not if she was banned last game, but as a support yourself,
they nerfed her really hard.
They nerfed her, yeah.
Yeah, -3 intelligence. It doesn't seem that big, but like that base just stat nerf early is huge to any, especially supports. Like Caudle got -3 strength, and people just like, well, never picking that hero again. And I just, like, you try and work them in still, but if you pick, like, those heroes just become so much weaker if you go aggressive on them early because of their damage goes, like, especially intelligence. Crystal Maiden lost a bunch of damage. Like, it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
If I was either of these teams, I would be like salivating over picking a Nyx right now. Like, I think that hero has obviously been really popular in the off lane, and the reason is he counters like the mids that they both have right now, sort of like by himself. Invoker and OD both get destroyed by a Nyx assassin, and like you might have a rough early game, especially against a Venomancer if you're a Nyx, but it'll pay off later if you max mana burn. Like, okay, wow. I think you might have called it because I think that. Yeah, that hero would probably go mid if I picked it against OD.
It's just a shame because I was really getting behind you there with what you were saying. I was like, yeah, that's definitely something proficient, getting a lifestealer, but then you might want to consider maybe getting a good vehicle for him, if you will, and someone who could synergize really nicely with him because he does have that free rage, that free BKB kind of feature there.
Oh, you just thought I said lifestealer?
Oh, no.
Oh, I said Nyx.
Oh, Nyx. Well, Nyx works good too. Oh, I was totally thinking of Lifestealer. Well, I think he would still fare okay.
Lifestealer is not bad either.
I mean, he's okay. Yeah. I mean, he could pretty much shut down Invoker stuff, but they're going to go with Viper. So, Viper, still might have a bit of a rough time against the Outworld, especially as far as CS, but he definitely can put up
actually,
a good
Viper
fight.
is one of the hard counters to that hero.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. His poison, like, you just max his W, I don't remember what it's called, and it gives you enough damage that you can outlast hit him. I mean, it's not like OD pretty much will do fine against anything middle. He'll like do okay as long as he's not getting ganked, but he should get shut down by the Viper. Like, the Viper should be able to contest him very easily. It won't be like, it'll just be a wash.
Yeah, definitely. I can see that. Plus, Viper fares pretty nicely with his extra kiting ability and his tankiness. Look for him to go and get that early mechanism possible move into the Agnum Scepter, but I always find he's interesting as putting into a late game situation, which now at this point, if they go for another late game presence, do you think that America's Finest Dota players have a pretty greedy lineup? I feel like both Viper, Invoker, and then whoever this mystery 5th pickup would be would have to try to inherit as much gold as possible early.
Invoker, it depends on how he builds it. If he goes safe lane and goes like Quaswex, then he doesn't really need items. I mean, they help, but until he gets to late game, when he needs like sheep and ags and a little more damage, like all he needs is the EMP tornado, and that hero does his job.
That's true.
Actually, OD I think is pretty, like, I haven't experimented with it really, but I think he's a really good counter to that because his aura allows his teammates, like, assuming you have some arcane boots, you can like arcane boot up and give your team a little bit of mana, and then hopefully they proc the aura off of spells. So I think that could be an okay like counter to it. Yeah. But that hero's kind of fallen out.
We'll see. A lot of options are still there. They could just pull one completely 180 and change things up on us. Los Mediopos ends up grabbing up that Crystal Maiden there, and my initial thought when I see this, and I'm always glad you're here, Pandago, to tell me if what I'm saying is absolutely crazy talk or not, and I sit here theory crafting on my own, but Crystal Maiden, I would hope that she would make an early aggressive appearance and address this Viper in the mid lane. I mean, he doesn't have too much of an escape mechanism. If maybe she can catch him by surprise, come in with that early frostbite, and help the Outward Devourer out. Or do you see her as now more of a babysitter role to this Luna?
So if I was playing as Los Mifos Hermanos right now, I think they're just thinking, like, their lineup is really strong late game. Once they start getting BKBs, like, they need a BKB on Outworld, and they need a BKB on Luna, and then all of a sudden American Finest Dota players do 0 damage to them.
Yeah.
So they just need to farm and play defensively and not throw early game and get BKBs, and they'll win. Crystal Maiden can just jungle and kind of, like you said, gank middle. Visage pulls bottom. Am I having this? No, this is right. They're Radiant. I
Yeah.
sometimes get screwed up in the
Radiant
like this
team
screen.
ban.
Visage is pulling and zoning out bottom, and Luna just free farms. And then they just get their BKBs and team fight, and they have insanely strong team fight too.
Yeah.
America's Finest needs some physical damage. They need something that can like.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know what I would pick if I was in their situation. They banned the Nyx
5
last.
seconds remaining.
Nyx typically addresses situations someone might do an early split push.
Reserve
I don't think
time.
we're going to see another Nature's Prophet. Obviously, he's been already banned, actually.
Dire team pick.
What the hell? A Tinker, okay. What? That's another mid lane option, unless they're going to have this Tinker do Ancients, or I don't know. Well, at least back in the day when I played Tinker, it was all about, I want to get my gold as quick as possible. I want to get that soul ring. I want to get those boots, and then I want to be a pain in the ass. So, I mean, where are they going to put this Tinker now? Is this? I would say he'd have a bad time against an Outworld mid lane.
Their best bet, and this might be what they're doing, is
10 seconds.
they could do either Invoker Viper top with Venomancer up there, and then do dual lanes with Earthshaker Tinker bottom.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're gonna try and like do the cheese pull into Ancients. They could just, as long as they're getting the stacks and like getting levels on Tinker, it's kind of okay. I'll be interested to see what they do with this. Honestly,
Remaining.
there's quite a few different ways they could try it out, but
Yeah.
oh, that might be an offlane puck. Actually, that should be an offlane puck.
This
Which
is extremely unorthodox. We're seeing a lot of mix and matching roles here. I mean, if you look at America's Finest Dota, 4 of these 5 heroes technically could do middle if they wanted here. And we have also the OD and the puck, so this is it's cramming my brain right now to even...
Squee was their mid player, right? Like last game he played
Yes,
the
he
Invoker,
was the Invoker.
and he's on puck. Cubano's going bottom. They might be going aggressive
Prepare for battle.
and having a solo bot Invoker.
America's amateur Dota. It's never ceasing to amaze what kind of crazy-ass drafts and lane phases they're going to have here. But we'll just try to let things unfold. I'll go ahead and roll through some introductions. I'll start things out for Los Mismos Hermanos, also known as, Look at It Go. Alright? Serager is going to be playing your Visage here, and he's rolling up to the top rune area, and your mid lane will be Squee once again on that puck. Running up right behind is No Snitchin', because snitches get stitches. Crystal Maiden going to make a run up to the top river as well. We also have Luna joining him, Iglesias, K-I-K-L, Iglesias, whatever that may be. And meanwhile, your bottom lane is going to be Cubano, the captain himself, Cubano Dota, playing the Outworld Devourer. Pandego, why don't you go ahead and take care of the Filipino crew?
The Dire, I guess, is looks like they're going in the jungle right now and trying to get aggressive wards. It looks like they're going to aggressive tri lane, and Buko is sort of leading the charge on Venomancer. The Earthshaker, I'm just going to call him Finest because I can kind of read that word.
That's fair enough, yeah.
And Rob is playing the Viper. I believe Rob was the one that was disconnecting last time. Bidman is mid on Tinker, and top is KJ Sanity. I guess that's their team name. KJ Sanity is playing Invoker top.
Alright.
So these lanes are not at all what I would have predicted.
Nope. Nope. I feel like both teams had an idea going for them during the draft, and that idea changed 2, 3, maybe even 4 times as the draft went on. As they saw the other team draft things out. It is going to be a Tinker matching up in his mid lane against the puck, but already coming in from behind an early smoke ink like I was talking about. This Crystal Maiden wants to make mid pay. She goes in early with the Nova, and this should be an early and quick first blood, and it is. It looks like Cyragar is your first blood pickup. It's going to be Visage, and they're going to head right back to the top lane. Nothing really to say about
Bottom.
that, Pandego. Just classic. But now, bottom lane, what's happening?
This guy has an invis and he's trying to set up. He just needs to get the fissure a little bit, and it's a kill.
There it is.
He's got it.
He's got it.
Dude.
Oh,
Do it, dude.
come on, baby.
Do it, dude.
Oh, that was too late. Cubano's going to be able to get away as he runs into the jungle, throws out an Astral. Oh, what? That orb walk, though. That orb walk. Oh, no. Venomancer's eating a lot of damage. Gotta hide. Oh, Cubano runs right back into the mess of things, gets hit out, but ooh, Viper takes a little bit of damage. Can he? Nope. Ooh, yeah, he gets taken down. It's a trade. They end up losing the Viper, but they're happy to get the XP, I'm sure.
He could have de-aggroed the tower on Earthshaker, but he didn't turn around and do it. That was
They're also the creep
that was
wave
stressful
too. Oh man, but well, that was a big greeting.
He was there for the whole invisor, just like he kept casting it and faking it probably before you were watching, and I was just like, it was stressing me out.
Oh,
You
Well, when I
sometimes
went
just
down
gotta go
there,
for
he
it
was
and not
faking
be
like
worried
4
about screwing
times.
it up.
The opportunity was there. It was there. He had it, but he was just like, I don't know. I can't. I don't want to get it wrong. He just like was a little too timid. So Tinker eating a lot of
That'll
punishment
really
here in the
screw you
mid
up.
lane. He's falling short, obviously, early to this Puck's 4 and matching to Puck's 8. So
He did get ganked though.
yeah. Oh, I mean, I know, but he's gonna have to get up this steep hill of a mid lane right now, because it's gonna be hard to lock down a Puck, especially as a Tinker. With the help of the Rift, she'll be able to easily get away anything that Tinker has to bring forward. And he's gonna grab a DD in the bottom lane. A fun rune that he can't really capitalize with. And top
I'm
lane.
surprised both of these. Yeah, these teams are both just like chilling here. They're just sitting with their aggressive challenges, not really doing anything.
Invoker's caught up on the tower here, but it's not quite close enough for them to commit on anything. I mean, they might be able to get away with it and make the dive, but I guess they would be worried about the elusiveness of Invoker in that jungle. Just kind of feeling things out. And even over here, Earthshaker trying to wait for any sort of block, but we've seen how timid he was before, so I'll try to keep my eyes peeled, as it looks like both lanes are just waiting to pull the trigger. So don't be afraid to holler out if one lane gets going.
Ooh, this Invoker, I think. Yep, they're going on him.
Alright, there's the no.
Tornado.
Yep, the tornado to slow him down. He makes the run back, and alright, here comes a bit of a rotation here as Earthshaker will commit
See,
to the
I like
top.
this way more.
Yeah.
Even just leaving Earthshaker up here, like now Invoker's way safer. They can't really kill Eddie Bonham unless he does something really dumb. And Viper can just sit down here and get levels, and Venomancer can help him too. I think Venomancer would be better off just rotating top also, though. Because their tri lane's actually pretty good.
Viper would also easily be able to handle himself here going against the Obsidian Destroyer.
Yep.
So Venomancer is feeling pretty timid. He's hanging out in the black. He doesn't want to be sapping away any sort of XP from this Viper. Wants to allow him to get all the extra CS, but he's not really doing too much. Doesn't have the ward to help him scout things out. It's just kind of waiting to see what the game plan is going to be. Earthshaker hanging on the sidelines. They do ping him out. Luna will make the run back, but that's favorable, obviously, for the Earthshaker. Getting Luna away from those creeps in CS, giving more additional space for this Invoker to get that farm early. It looks like they're might be making a move in the mid lane, though. Tinker.
Yep.
It's going to be in potential danger. Visage making a rotation, catching out the top.
He's positioned himself really well right now. He knows that they're waiting for him. He just,
He has no mana now.
going for the courier.
He has
and the bottles,
no mana.
it's slowed because of the bottle. Oh, no.
Got it!
Dyer's
That's a
courier
bottle,
has been
too.
killed.
That's so bad.
Congratulations, Mr. Cheesy Queefs, on your prize for the courier kill. Cheesy Queefs, everyone. I couldn't help but not notice that fantastic name right there. So, Tinker, unfortunately, feeds over the courier. At least he doesn't feed over himself, but this is more time for him to just lollygag around and not be able to
That's
capitalize
actually
on
almost
anything.
worse.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Than-
he loses out
than
on
him
the
die.
benefit of the bottle, and now he feels very unsafe, and this is so much time he's not going to be able to even get anything done. So, Los Meepos not happy after last game. Sticking it to him early. 3-1 is there in favor right now. As you said, Earthshaker Invoker. Much easier time in this lane, able to phase out. Them from making rotation in. No new smoke on Crystal Main. Look like they're going to commit to top.
I think this Venomancer really needs to focus on stacking Ancients to help this Tinker out. Because he's not really contributing that much to this lane, so he could just be stacking the Ancients. You should make sure he's doing it every time and covering runes. Oh, top and bottoms. Mid's getting dove too.
Well, what the hell's happening all over the place here? Puck making a move in, should be able to get it, gets it done, but rotation to come in. Venomancer with a quick gale, but this is going to take some serious right-clicking down if he wants to get it, but might not be able to. Oh, Rift. Oh, I can't help but keep my eyes off this Puck right now. He will be able to get away.
You got this turn too. In fact, he might be able to kill middle with it. Well, he saw him pick it up, but
There he
see
goes.
what he does.
Activated the haste. He's going to level it up. Puck, no coil available just yet. It's got 50 more seconds. Tinker does show up. Oh, wow. Puck runs right in. He doesn't even see the Tinker there. Just blinded by blood. Not able to get the Venomancer as he does
that laser
step away.
saved him.
Ooh, that 100% miss, though. Prevents the last
and
thing
he
from
ran
attacking.
back through the.
The
He almost
marchers.
died to Martian machines.
He went like
That was
dove. He saw that.
crazy.
He didn't even notice the Tinker just there. He's just like, I want
Nope.
that Veno, and just sprinted right in for him. So, Luckily for Veno, he was there. Oh, I got caught fucking scratching my nose there.
No.
Sauergar jumps in.
See, this is the problem. If you have Earthshaker staying top, you just have to sit there and, like, wait. You can't leave. As soon as you leave, that's when they're going to kill him. So he just has to wait and fissure as soon as they go on him.
Tinker, in the meantime, doing his own ancient pull here. He needs to get gold somehow, somewhere, so he's going to call JG Wentworth. Get some cash now right from those ancients. Meanwhile, bottom lane, just that classic matchup of Viper versus the OD. Something we don't see, but action might continue here in the mid lane. It looks like Crystal Main and Visage are feeling a little aggressive here. No snitching. They're going to catch him out. There's a nice Nova, but a quick reaction. Tornado to try to slow him down. Invis, the coil. They see him with the help of that sentry, and they get him down. Nice pick off again. That is got to be very demoralizing right now for Invokers. He's 0-4, Pandago. This man is having it rough right now.
It's not how you want to start an Invoker.
Yeah.
That hero is a snowballer for sure.
I just feel like this draft went a little crazy for both teams.
It's a little greedy.
You know, they're like, we're trying to run some new setup here. We'll go for this primary pickup, and now we have to counter it back with this primary pickup, and now they countered our pickup, and things got a little crazy. I think they're paying for it right now. Look at this puck just diving in through, trying to catch anyone out. There's the silence to slow him down, and now Visage steps in with a Grave Chill.
Good fissure.
Good fissure block to slow him down. Actually, he's trapped right there, but they won't be able to capitalize on that. Meanwhile, down by the rune, you can see that the Tinker does quickly snag up the Invis rune and hustles himself right back over the Ancients, where he will plead to the gods above that no one will find him as he farms out these Ancients, because he needs this gold, and he needs it bad. He still needs to even get a soul ring.
Yeah, typically you want to try and wait until you have your soul ring to do the Ancients. It makes it way easier, but...
Oh, bottom lane. Big trouble here for Rob. Eats out plenty of slow. It was an absolute slaughter right there, and I feel dirty for even watching it. He goes down quickly, and 8-1 is your new score. Los mipos hermanos. Por favor, mercy.
Yeah, this game is definitely not a repeated loss game right now. They're all over the place. They're just the CN and Visage, everywhere they go, they make something happen. The Visage is 5-0-1.
Yeah, he's doing some serious work. Definitely look for the first ban Visage next game if they hand over the first pick. So, but they're gonna push easy here. Don't want to get over aggressive. We saw a lot of that last game. They almost what was it? Both teams actually almost threw the game away multiple occasions last time out of sheer greed. So let's hope they don't get too selfish here. But we might see a bit of a defense here on the tier 1 as looks like 3. Oh no, that's just a Tinker nearby. They're going to build the trigger and make the jump. Coil on 2. Let's see if Tinker makes a jump in. Viper Strike out. Squee ends up getting the job done in the meantime. He's eating a lot of damage. There's the Rift, but it will not matter. Gets taken down. The Rift coming in from the south. Astral. Oh no, unfortunately doesn't help with the freezing field. But there's the damage. Echo Slam will not matter. It hits on them, but with the help of the mech afterward, you would pretend like it never happened. And they run away with 2 deaths. Or sorry, with 2 kills, losing only the puck. So, and now hopefully the tier 1 will make it much more worth it.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Their lineup is just so greedy right now. They have like an Invoker trying to catch up top. Tinker's trying to do Ancients to catch up, and Viper, Venom, and Earthshaker can't really do much on their own.
I'm going to give myself a pat on the back because I believe I said that during this draft that this team felt a little greedy, and that whoever their 5th pickup would also be someone who needs a lot of greed. I'm just going to chalk that one up to myself right now. Meanwhile, top lane Invoker's had a rough time. He's about to eat an orb and a silence, and now he's just running, pissing his pants right now, trying to get away. Oh god, the mercy! The glaive takes him down. And this might be an early GG as we push ahead 12-2. If you look at the gold graph, it's already about 7k rather in favor of Los Hermanos. As the push continues in the bottom lane, those wards, the last hope for this tier 1 tower.
Yeah, I don't see them coming back from this because even their late game is better. Like the Dire doesn't really have a hard carry. They have Invoker and Tinker and a Viper versus OD and Luna, who are, if they both get farmed like this, are very, very, very difficult to deal with.
Well, it looks like Tinker's actually going to opt to go try, hopefully, straight for the Boots of Travel. He doesn't even want to get that Soul Ring. Just please get me anywhere where I can get any sort of farm at any waking moment, even if that means more trips to the base quicker. He just wants to get something going for himself, and he's about to have it hopefully after this set of creeps. Meanwhile, his neighboring Invoker here in the top lane, who's fallen now down to 0-5, is just trying to hold his own in this lane. But I'm seeing 3 Los Meepos in this jungle area here. And I don't think this Invoker and Tinker want anything to do with that. I don't see a ward either, though. Yeah, their vision is not that good. Only a bottom rune. Pretty much all they have vision on. Uh-oh. They're making advancements here, though, on the OD in the bottom lane. Mechanism to try to save. He's making a run. Can he get away? Puck for the save. Astral Prism to slow him down. Nice coil on 2. Can he drop the hammer? Nope, it's 14 seconds, but it doesn't matter. The Hammer of Luna steps in and gets the job done instead. Double kill for Glacius. Which kind of sounds confusing if you've played Han at all.
The power of Luna, man. Ganking against the hero is so hard because if you don't kill them, like, within 5 seconds and her ult's up, she'll just TP in and at least trade. And if you're trading, it's never going to be a good trade if Luna's coming in and getting the queen up kills.
She runs in and gets the last word with that Eclipse. It's never going to bode too well for the enemy team. But here we go. Drums acquired. Ogre Club in the bank. There's a Tornado to try to slow him down, but these are going to be a little bit of efforts to try. Nice dodge with the Astral. Wait, that was his own dodge. Cubano jumps in. There we go. Big drop right there. And plus the help of the Lucent Beam takes out the Invoker. Earthshaker with a desperate buyback, but this is absolutely horrendous right now. Squee with the double kill. They're cleaning things up still. Going well past the tower to get anything they want. Desperate attempt here by the Earthshaker as he feeds himself over again. And we push ourselves into 19-3. And at this point, we're just kind of throwing this one away. This is... Let's just go ahead and think about moving on to Game 3 here.
Yeah, it's almost unmanageable at this point. I mean, it is. It already is. I'm trying to be positive, but, you know, it would take a miracle. It would take like 2 full team fights of them just like throwing. Yeah. Basically, the only way I could see happening is a tornado and EMP and like them just running around and march over the machines when he's just like spamming it. Like if they engage correctly, I don't think the Radiant could lose a fight. I mean, Viper's getting kind of close to mech, but I don't think it matters.
No, I mean, yeah, Tinker does have Boots of Travel and Soul Ring now, but now he's facing up against the... Ooh, Luna, nice rocket, but the wand is happy to save her. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get out of there. Uh-oh, Bidman's making a run right now.
I think he's saving for his blink. He should probably be able to get him.
And blink?
Oh,
what the hell was that?
I mean, I think he
didn't have vision?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought he had vision, but I guess he might have been just on the corner of it, and he did that little like fake step in there. Maybe he thought he went in there.
I think the safer bet would have been to jump forward, and if you don't see him, then you can backpedal and look in the jungle. But oh well, he tried to get a little fancy there and predict that the Tinker would make the run up through the trees. Didn't quite catch him, and Tinker will get away. But what I was trying to say before all that was, now Tinker has his boots. Now he has that Soul Ring. Yeah, he can try to find some farm on the side, but I don't even think this is a game, at least not yet, that even Rat Dota of a Tinker can save. Or, you know, Tinker did get that buff with that Agnum Scepter, but I've always led to believe
I haven't actually seen that yet.
I don't even think it's a worthy
really
pickup
good?
still. I mean, it's nice, 4 rockets instead of, you know, the usual 2 and a very long laser beam, which is always pleasant, but does it outdo a Dagon? I don't know. I feel like Tinker's job, they jump in and they can heavily burst down one person, even with the help of the Ethereal Blade maybe, but or a perma lockdown is definitely the most significant thing with the help of a sheep stick. So I don't think it's a smart pickup. I think it's a little pubby, but that's just my opinion.
If there is a game to get it, it's probably this one though, because they're gonna have to turtle for like the next 3 hours and just like somehow manage to squeak out a game. And that item, like giving you 4 rockets and a really long range laser, basically means you can use all your spells every time you come to turtle. So you could like do a march, do a laser, and do rockets, and then go back and heal. But I don't know. I think he really needs a sheep stick. They need something to sheep them before they get their BKBs off. Because Luna's already almost got her BKB. Once she gets BKB in 11, she's just going to destroy them all.
Yeah, I don't think that Los Meepos are going to even want to wait this one out or risk even waiting out even temporarily. I think once they feel the momentum and the wave building up, they're just going to ride that thing all the way through the base. And here we go. They catch out Earthshaker. That's going to be a quick feed. That's a good start. Now they're making a move in. Gale won't be enough to face the power of a freezing field and Eclipse as they take them all down right here. Now, The inevitable death of Viper. This is a 3 for 2. Invoker on the run. He won't be able to hide away from these birds. Catching him out, soul suction to slow him down, and he's done. That's a 4-man takedown. Only that little side lane Tinker to live, but this should be an easy tower. But it's still really early. I mean, look how quick everyone's already almost alive. 10 seconds to Viper, 4 seconds to Venomancer, but it's a lot of gold they're already handing over early. We're almost in 13k gold lead for Los Hermanos. So if you were hoping for Los Hermanos to feed, that's not going to be happening. BKB obviously acquired right now on the Luna, so that makes things even worse. We still also have a Roche on hand. They decide to play the safe route, pick up the Roche early, and then push on through. I'm also feeling that this Tinker might potentially go for a Blink Dagger. It's another safe pickup.
Yep,
He'll be
right
able
when
to
he
just
bought
get in
it.
the lane, yep, and just kind of blink into the jungle and quickly TP out of there. So he'll just play it safer there and just continue to farm things out. But he will make the move in the bottom lane, quickly puts himself into the woods where he'll probably continue to fire out a couple of rockets to slow them down. And they're thinking about making a move on the Outworld here. Gale flies out. There's some rockets to just kind of thwart them back. And the Marchers, Tinker not doing too bad of a job laying up a defensive wall here.
See, this is the point in the game where they actually shouldn't 5-man because of where Tinker's at and where they're at. I probably wouldn't have the ability to see this one playing, but when I'm watching it happen, it's really obvious. They just need to push all the lanes out, farm up, and try and make pickoffs. If they're just like 5-man pushing into their lineup, it's actually like an insanely strong lineup. They have a Quaswex Invoker, a Tinker, an Earthshaker, and a Venomancer. Like, they're not going to get close to the tower.
Yeah, poor Earthshaker only has boots
Tinker
still.
on the left.
Uh-oh. No, she won't see him.
Yeah.
Oh, but if she does, and he tries to TP too early, that Lucian's beam will stop. Wow, this is ballsy. Moves in, hoping to get a few hits with the help of the laser. Will make the run. And he gets away. Look at this Invoker trying to be sneaky in. But no Sunstrike, obviously. That's old Invoker. We don't need any of that now. Puck's still hanging around. Uh-oh. Wow, look at that! He gets caught out, blinks right on the side, and sees the Puck right there. Throwing out the Marchers, trying to slow him down. Tinker's trying his best to just pick up his team little by little to try to slow down this push, go off on the side, get the additional farm himself. He's already looking about getting close to 1k gold. And Invoker ends up getting caught out here, trying to make a run for it. He's already at half life. Here comes Tinker. Invis to slow him down. Can they turn this one back? Boom! Big bring down. Not enough, though, to take out the Invoker. Force Staff to push in. Tinker will blink away. Quick rearm. And he should be fine.
I think if the Invoker would have fought there, they might have been able to win that.
It would have been a big gamble, though. If it didn't go in their
but
favor...
he's already 0 and 7 or whatever,
That's
so
true.
him dying at this point. He's level 9, he spawns in like 10 seconds.
That's true, that's true. But I think their best bet at this point is just kind of stay close, maybe hope that, let Tinker do his thing if needed. See if Los Mipos try to make an aggressive push in. If you manage to catch out a good tornado and allow the Earthshaker to make a run in, it would help to have the Echo Stomp. That's pretty much all Earthshaker has going for him. That and some brown boots and sticks to throw in the air. That's pretty much the best thing he's got going for him. What do you think Viper's prime target might be in these fights? Is he just looking to try to burst down and Viper strike the Luna as quickly as possible, even though she has the BKB?
I think he just needs to try and Viper Strike whoever overextends. Like, they need to try and make them overextend, and then use Tinker Marsh to make them back out, and then just catch whoever's slow to do it. Because that, especially with newer teams, like that will be what will happen. They won't coordinate their retreat. They'll just be like, we should back, and then one person will stay, and then you should just Viper Strike whoever's slow to turn around, and then that person should die. But in fights, it's looks like they rotated the slow siege to middle, got bored of pushing bottom, they want to change the scenery. They're just it's going to be the same thing, just in a different lane.
Yeah, it's a bit all over the place right now. They're committing 2 to the bottom lane, trying to push in and go for that tier 2, and it looks like America's Finest are just trying to see where they want to commit. Meanwhile, it is Tinker over on the sidelines, getting a tower of his own on the side, and now they're thinking about making an advancement in. There's the ward to try to slow him down, but the birds are there to body block. And they do get away. So just slow, timid play. No ancient stacking in the meantime for Los Mipos. I would like to see that. Just some additional reliable gold for the Luna to farm up on the side, as it looks like she will be going a Helm of the Dominator, which at 20 minutes in, it seems a little late. Am I crazy for thinking that? Or is it just...
Basically what happened is she finished her BK. Oh, there's a big fight going on.
You have to quickly rip apart the Venomancer with the help of the Dagon. He will buy back and go in the mid lane here. There's the nice laser. Obsidian cannot hit worth a shit right now. Now they're making a move up. Viper will be timid and make the pull back as they try to catch out this Visage. They catch it with the tornado here. Earthshaker running in. No fissure just yet, but will not matter as Bidman catches him out with the missile. Now makes a pull back.
That's a monster kill streak for Tinker. That's 1,000 gold. That's actually huge. He just got 4,000 gold. Well, I mean, obviously, he's gotten that other places, but
yeah. So I mean, it's something. We'll see if he decides to indeed go for that sheep stick. I would believe that'd be the best, most optimal pickup here if he can catch anyone out. They can get someone burst down. They're trying to get finalist tier 1 in the mid lane, and all the meanwhile, you can see a sneaky Luna on the side skirt gets the tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. So, Cyclone here in the mid lane. They're trying to catch out this Crystal Maiden. They'll get it. No snitching. Ripped right apart, right out and back behind the tower. Here comes a bit of a rotation here. It will be the Puck. Puck jumps in. Silence. Can't quite coil enough there. Will orb back instead. Dagon try to go on the Venomancer, but it will be not enough to burst him down. Fissure to go out. Grave Chill. A bit of a miscommunication. Everyone's kind of going all over the place. They're committing on the Venomancer, running in the back, while Visage pushes forward on the Earthshaker. Venomancer will end up falling. And mid lane, they do get the tier 1. Invoker making a move in. They actually end up taking down the Luna. Nice pickoff. Now Invoker with the Force Staff, pushing himself in and away. It's a 2-for-1 trade. Definitely advantage for America's Finest. Tinker wants to get this Visage. Should be able to get it. Nice laser and rocket follow-up. Bidman gets it done. Blinks up to the top of the hill. And I would imagine we'll lay out some marchers and evacuate the premises. So Tinker doing some serious work right now for his team. It's pretty much the Tinker team.
You know, that hero is insane. He's a pretty good Tinker. So he has a sheep stick almost too, and that'll be huge. Like, because they're not really that farmed yet. Like I said, they were too focused on pushing once they finished their BKB and their mech and stuff instead of just farming and trying to pick people off. But this Luna, he spent too much time sort of sitting around and waiting to push. Also, he used his BKB when on that bottom thing where you were watching middle. The Tinker kind of like harassed him down, and he used his BKB to TP out because he was scared. So that's why he died later. Oh man, Puck's about to die to March almost.
No, she'll be fine. She'll venture out of here, but that's not something she's happy about. But let's continue on this Puck right now, as it looks like Tinker's above. Should be able to run into him here. We'll see. Can he rift away from this? Nice silence to slow him out. There's the orb. He's trying to man up with the Dagon, and we'll be able to get away. But if he blinks forward, nope, he's just going to play it safe and get out of there. What I wanted to try to talk about with this Puck is he went Dagon, and he's actually leveling up the Dagon. Is this a bit of overconfidence by the Puck building this Dagon build, or do you think that's actually something viable he's going for?
I think that it might be a little overconfidence against their heroes, but Luna's getting dove right now in tier 1.
Meanwhile, in the jungle, Bidman does do work. Venomancer ends up falling. Action continues all over the place. Tornado flying, slow down the OD. There goes the orb. Nice silence. The big Sandy's Eclipse is not going to be enough to quite take down the Viper as he makes a retreat up. There goes Tinker, putting himself over to the woods. He's going to try to blink even further. Nice maneuvers here, as he will be able to get away. Not sure why he did that to himself, but now Crystal Maiden runs into trouble as Invoker jumps in and pops his collar, taking it down the Crystal Maiden. Meanwhile, down below, Visage eats a laser. A few more auto attacks should get it done. What the hell? Who else did he take out? That rocket must have jumped on ahead and quickly taken out Puck.
Invoker was fighting Puck. I think they just traded. I think the orb, he like auto-attacked her and killed her. I actually didn't see it, but I assume he auto-attacked and then the orb finished him off or something.
Wow, Los Mipos are actually
they're making a
throwing
comeback.
this one back towards America's Finest, and that's something you don't want to do when you're already down one game. This is it for you. Your tournament life is on the line, and you're beginning to hand it over to a Tinker. What the hell's happening right now? Tinker doing work as he picks up his sheep stick and continues to wreak havoc on Los Mipos.
Yep. They had the recipe to win. They just had to sort of like keep the lanes pushed out, let Puck and Visage and CM look for ganks on the Tinker when he got greedy, and let OD and Luna just free farm. Like Luna can just farm the whole map because she doesn't have to worry about getting ganked. But
the problem is she hasn't been farming. That's the thing.
Yep,
You know,
that's
the Ancients
strong.
haven't been done since the first time I looked over at him. You would hope that you'd see them getting stacked up and get that extra backup farm, but Luna's been kind of taking it easy, and I think Los Mipos really thought this one was going to be in the bag for him, and they kind of just, you know, unbuttoned their shirt a little bit and just laid back and tried to get an easy game going, but that's not the case. As you can see, Invoker making a move in Cyclone. They're going to get this easy pick off, and that's one down already. Bidman steps in with the laser.
He's gonna
Rips him
blink
right
sheep.
apart,
Yep,
and
she's
up,
dead.
yeah, blink, sheep, not bueno. Luna is going to be done, and this is it. America's Finest Dota players are running it back right now, going down the mid lane. Squee blows up with the emphasis of the EMP, making it look much more dramatic than it was. And they're going to
Tinker's soloing this game right now, pretty much. That hero.
This is like
is
when
insane.
I watch Arteezy play Tinker, and the rest of his team is just absolutely terrible, and he just somehow brings it back. Just because Tinker's one of those heroes that can do it.
Radiant's middle tower is
It requires a lot of coordination to be there once he gets like his bot. You have to be able to anticipate. And now they're just kind of doing the thing where you run into them one at a time.
Yeah.
Like this has happened in many Dota games of every level.
I am one of the first few to get in there and throw myself happily away to the enemy team, so I know how that feels. You're just like, you know what, this game's been great. Let me rip my shirt off and run in there and just hope things go well. And you hand it all away. 27-17. Let's look at this goal graph as we begin to look at this nice mountain form as it jumps right back down to America's Finest. Now only a 6K goal lead. Throwing this one away as Luna has not been continually farming through the game, and now she's only stuck with a little bit of survivability and no real damage to burst down these heroes. And her BKB is already down to 7 seconds. That's only going to get more difficult as you have a Tinker raining down your neck with a sheepstick of his own.
Yeah, he's got level 2 Dagon now too.
And Invoker's looking to get a sheepstick himself. He's got the ultimate orb already put together. So Luna is going to be sitting on hard times, and if they don't get something going in their favor soon, they're going to pretty much be throwing this one away. And I can't help feel like the misplay here by Squee grabbing the Dagon is just a little bit of that problem.
That item wasn't as, like, the item choice wasn't completely horrible. It was more just what their team was doing. Like I said, they basically spent 5 minutes of the game just trying to push into them while Tinker was free farming. When that just was a waste of time, and I've done that a lot too. Like that's happened to me in a lot of games. You just think you're ahead by so much. Like, let's just push down all the towers. Oh, they're taking Roshan. This could make a huge difference, actually.
Yep.
They really need this.
We're seeing this again from last game. Los Mipos pulled out a desperate Roche last game as well. No, was it last? No, America's Finest. No, it was Los Mipos on the dire side. They were, you know, not sitting too pretty. They pulled out the desperate Roshan, did get it on the Juggernaut, tried to make something happen, but it,
ES has a blink and they don't know yet. This is huge. If he like gets, if they group up right here and he gets an ult, it's gonna end the
He's
game.
been pretty
Oh
much-
man.
Waiting for the right opportunity as they're looking to make a go here on the Invoker. Invoker, big
Right now.
damage, ends up getting bursted down. Big freezing field, full duration, but not going to quite catch on enough. BKB on Luna as she makes a run. Tinker does finally step in. Cubano able to get away. Soul Assumption on him as he makes a retreat. There goes the big slam. Earthshaker manages to rip apart the Crystal Main, makes a retreat back. It's a 3 for 2, but a buyback by Venomancer here. But Puck on the retreat to make it his way out. Meanwhile, in the base, you can see Luna ends up getting caught out in a godlike right now. Forbid Man on the Tinker. It looks like Earthshaker will,
Radiant's bottom
Try to
tower
catch
is
out.
under attack.
but looks like America's Finest managed to hold the mid lane. They do hand over the tower, but man.
You can tell this guy plays a decent Tinker. It's probably his pub hero or something. He's a pretty good Tinker.
He's putting in work right now, and Tinker's one of those heroes you have to seriously nerd sweat.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That was actually hilarious.
It looked like Tinker was attempting to try to be a part of that
He
mix-up right
was.
there, but
The creep died, and then so Earthshaker just casually walked up to the tower and was gonna like stun him, but the creep died and Tinker didn't come in, and then he just got silenced and Dagoned and died.
so bit of a worthless throw. I'm sure Earthshaker, regardless, is just happy to finally have a Blink Dagger on his hands after holding only boots so long. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Squee getting caught out. Tinker making the rotation in. They're going to need some extra help. Silence won't matter. Dagon down your throat, rips apart the Puck. Now he gets cut out with an Astral Imprisonment. Does not have the ultimate available. Nice blink, and Hex will get him out of a bind as he moves himself into the trees. The birds will not be there. And good effort right there by Tinker to put in work, get out the Puck, and get out in time. Uh-oh, Tinker trying to make a move here on Crystal Main. Crystal Main quickly acknowledges his presence, 4 staffs away, now thinking about making a move. Wow, he is elusive bugger, isn't he? Blinks off to the side to get away. And the backup of the Tornado, wow, actually almost got him. Rocket Wow! Oh my god, this guy is not human! Right now, Bidman putting in some serious Tinker sweat work right now. Catching out the Crystal Maid. He actually almost got the Luna as well with that rocket. Hopping and bopping in and out of the lane. This is pretty impressive and definitely hard for me to catch up. If you're wondering why the camera positioning is so terrible, it's because I'm doing it. Trying to find this Tinker.
He's all over the place. Yeah, Viper has an Ags now. I mean,
Radiant's top tower.
they don't really need
confident.
items though, because Tinker is just murdering everyone.
Now they are just... Wow, Puck jumps in, feeling pretty confident with the coil on 2. Earthshaker jumps in, throws out the Echo Slam, catches 3. This is huge damage. Venomancer cakes it on top with the ultimate of his own. They actually managed to pick off 2 here. 1 on the back pedal. Invoker with the run back. Luna throws out the good Eclipse, but not enough. Invoker does invis. Meanwhile, Tinker's been doing some serious work. Where the hell is he? Over here in the jungle. Getting caught out. Blinks even further. Where the hell is this man going? I can't catch up with him. There he goes. He's just all over the goddamn place. Gets caught out and will leave.
I mean, you could do that.
Wow.
I think that's what just happened. He refreshed his Blink Dagger in between. I don't think it was intentional, obviously, but he ulted and then refreshed the Blink Dagger and it like refreshed it completely. Because I don't know how he.
Oh, wow. Jump right back in. Nice Dagon. Nice laser. Nice lockdown. Tinker is doing work right now as he blinks in and also catches out the Crystal Maiden. This is a one-man MVP showing for Bidman.
He's gonna kill this guy too.
Looks like he's trying to make the jump in. Where
His
the hell?
Dagon.
Oh my god. My fingers
Dagon
are
is
like
level
seriously
5.
cramping right now. This Tinker is making me sweat. Hold on. Oh my god.
He's 16, 2, and 5.
Radiant's top
He
Well-
is putting on a clinic right now. Just
What can you say, man?
unmerciful. Dagon 5 already acquired. If he wants to take it a step further, he has plenty of options. Why not even see the Agnums at this point? But, you know, we
I
also...
wouldn't be surprised if he goes E-Blade next.
Yeah, E-Blade just to be all that much more dirtier. Feeling filthy right now. Catching anyone out. The true bounty hunter for his team now. Running Rampage. I'm not even going to try to follow him anymore. I can't.
Radiant's
I
bottom
can't.
tower is under
I'm going to
attack.
keep my camera more centered in the core of the fight. Wow, so what do you think? Do you think this is pretty much it? I mean, gold is finally reaching about even after what was a 14k gold lead for Los Mipos, or Look at it go, is now extremely in the favor of America's finest Dota players, all on the back of this bid Tinker.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom
And
tower is under
the
attack.
experience is actually way in their favor now. They're up 10,000 experience because they've just been taking so many fights. They'll still have a hard time breaking the base. Like at any point, all they have to do is realize that they have a Luna, and they have an OD, and they'll just outcarry them if like they just farm. But it's now that Tinker has level 5 Dagon, I don't even know if you can outcarry that. Like if he jumps on you and sheeps you and Dagons you and just does that 2 times,
Yep.
it doesn't matter what items you have. Like you're gonna be dead. So.
Yep. And they're doing a good job putting out the observer wards, the aggressive ones. You see one over here and over here. Nowhere is safe. You can't really hide out in the jungle. That allows Tinker to TP down to these creeps below. He'll just hop in there and take you apart rather quickly. They're going to have to consider taking in the buddy-buddy system wherever they go. So Luna will be the one to defend out this bottom, but Story goes on top as they make a jump onto Viper here. A nice successful silence orb, Soul Assumption, Dagon. Like a musical piece as they quickly ripped apart the Viper and take him down. Now, that poor Viper had to pay for all the destruction they were feeling earlier in the game. Get a one-man pick-off. It's something, Pandago, but not enough just yet. Oh, from the back. Look at this Tinker. Moving in from behind, laying out the marchers right behind the squad. Now,
At this point, he needs the birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, does he have his sheep?
He has a sheep
does.
now. So, if he does manage to sneak in, and they do catch out the Tinker, they have a fair amount of lockdown themselves, but this Bidman has been made a butter. Slipping all about. Hard to get a hold of. As you can see, he continues to lay down a punishment in the bottom lane, but the jungle looks like is where it's all going to be at here. Invoker, jump in. Nice quick 4-staff out by no snitching to get away. Double 4-staff even. Tinker quickly shows up to the party. The Radiant's on the run here. I don't think they'll be able to get away. Look at this rearm blink fight. Blink in, rocket. Man, there is no escape. That slow move speed of Crystal Maid is not going to be enough. Where is this Tinker going right now? Is he already back in the base? He's back in the base. Expect him to make a return to this top lane as the chase continues here. They catch up to Luna. They get the sheep. Now they're laying out the auto attacks. Visage trying to make a roll in here. He's not going to try to slow him down just yet with the stun. It's not necessary, but they did make her pop the BKB, which is more than enough. Now it's down to 5 seconds, Pandango. No good. There's the quick Dagon. Oh, Tinker. Quick, nice Hex timing right there. That's what I'm talking about by Visage. This is their one opportunity to take him down in a big bounty. 14-25 gold now picked up by the puck as finally Tinker just gets a little overconfident there in the bottom lane. Looking to make a go in, and Visage with the very nice timing catches out Tinker with a sheep. Looking at the net worth, you can see it's all about the Tinker right now as he's well above everyone else. 10k net worth above the puck, and then you get the OD, and then, oh, now the Luna. But look at this. If you don't think your whole game is around your one Tinker on your team, the net worth has all the evidence you need. Tinker sitting above and right behind him. Los Meepos.
He's got like his team's net worth put together.
Yeah,
almost.
exactly. Oh, wow. Viper getting caught out again. This is going to be the third pickoff if they catch this one out. Uh-oh, jump in. Nice. 3-man hit. There's the fissure. Let's get that Echo Slam. Yep, there it is. Big bring down. They're going to go for this Visage right away, but she is pretty durable. There he ends up getting taken down. They hand him over. Now they go on the Crystal Maiden, who falls once again. The big meatball above doing serious work on the OD, who's making a retreat. Nice force staff to get down and away. We'll take the high road here. Now Tinker is dead. He can't show up to the party just yet. Going to go for the around the corner TP and will get away. So I would have to go a bit of a stalemate there at the conclusion of that fight. They have been finding a few pickoffs. I don't know if you noticed, they got that Tinker down below in the base, and then they quickly, obviously, caught out the Viper there on the top. How feasible?
They almost lost that fight without Tinker.
Yeah. Besides just great timing. I was just saying, like, it's is it enough though for Los Meepos? Do you think to be able to get back in this one? I mean,
Tinker's on Bonham. He's just like sheeping and Stunlock on death. He needs the birds of stun for him.
Wow.
You actually might have been able to save him there if he would have stomped birds perfectly.
Well, there is a bit of delay on the stun, but yeah, you're probably right. Would have potentially saved him right here. Rotation's back to the mid lane. America's Finest now sitting pretty on the shoulders of this Tinker as he continues to build forward. Still has a soul ring, but now, what is this? Is he going for a Lincoln Sphere on this Tinker? Manta style, maybe. It does work with rearm. It's kind of.
I'd assume it's
kind of corny.
Because they, yeah, I'm gonna assume that's Lincoln Sphere. Against Tinker, Lincoln Sphere is actually a really good item. Like, if that might have almost been better. I don't know, because Visage hasn't really been able to catch the Tinker. He either needs to make sure he gets that. If he's not getting it, then the sheep stick is obviously not helping.
It's gonna put a little
Tinker,
more pressure, though, on the Outworld and the Crystal Maiden to maybe effectively use their force staffs now to remove a Lincoln Sphere if Tinker does decide to go that before they,
which he did,
you know, yeah, before they blow their load on their sheep. So, yep, he's got the Lincolns. So we'll see if they can try to thwart him with the help of the force staff. He's making a move here onto Outworld. Outworld quickly has to pull the BKB and make the retreat. Luna make the steps in, but there we go. Lincolns will pop the Lucent Beam as he steps away here. He's got to be careful. Coil will shut him down. Can they lock him in place? Silence is out as he makes a merry-go around the trees here. He's going to need all the help. They will pull the Eclipse out, and they will take him down. This is about 100 seconds of downtime of Tinker. Meanwhile, the rest of his squad moving down the bottom lane here. They should not be able to push him.
He actually doesn't have buyback.
Yep.
Yeah.
He did get that Lincoln, so no buyback available. They should be able to hold this.
They're just going in. This is actually a really bad fight for them. If they take this and their carries TP down, they could destroy them.
Looks like a bit of footsie, and they'll step back.
Luna has her Satanic, I think. Oh, well, he's going hard.
Oh, Luna?
Yep. That's interesting.
What? Wait.
He has the vitality. I'm assuming he's going hard. He has a vitality booster on the courier.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No, that cannot. That's got to be a Vitality boost for something after a Satanic. Please tell me that's the case, Pandago. A heart on Luna? What the hell is happening right now?
He really needs HP. I don't know.
I mean, a lot of it, I guess, but...
Because he's not really auto-attacking. Like, he's not getting the... I mean, I don't know. This is... I'm interested in that. That's not a horrible item choice, but we'll see if it works out for him. Because he's not really, like, fighting anyone. He needs the light, like, the HP just to regen in between, like, harassment from Tinker. Oh, Earthshaker should probably be dead here.
Earthshaker has been sitting in this tree, just kind of picking his nose. He gets caught out here easily. That was a bit of a misplay for him to hang out up there. We still have 9 more seconds till Tinker shows back up on the battlefield as they continue to burst down this tier 2, which they should be able to get with ease. And make a run back, so we'll see.
Tinker's been getting a little overconfident. Like, when you're just dominating this hard for this long in the game, he's like putting the team on his back so hard. He's just been like going around doing whatever he wants, but now that they're starting to get sheep sticks, like they have a sheep on Visage, and they have Puck with the sheep now, like if he gets caught in a sheep, he's gonna die. So
oh, absolutely. He's got to play very careful there. He overstepped a little bit, quickly blink back, retreat back to base, rinse and repeat. Hopefully he won't get caught out. Once Los Meepos started understanding that Tinker was pretty much the sole reason for America's Finest to be back in this one, they started changing up their builds, I felt, a little bit, trying to address him a lot more in the lane. The sheep sticks definitely hurt. If they do catch one of them out right there, I mean, a 4-staff sheep, you caught him out right there, you should be able to easily be able to burst him down, which we've seen already twice, 2 different occasions. So hopefully Tinker now learns from it, plays a little more cautious here, maybe it takes on a little bit more of that rat style Tinker, playing it safe, trying not to get too involved unless you feel very confident you'll be able to isolate someone. But Los Meepos also going to be very clumped.
Alright, he did go Satanic. Then he just has a casual Vitality booster, I suppose.
Maybe it'll be a Rod of Atos.
We'll see. He might go Heart.
It does remove Lincolns pretty well. Long range Lincolns remover. You never know, right? But on Luna, I don't know why that would be the case.
Wait to see on that one.
It's probably just casual life booster for a little bit of extra life, a little extra meat on the bones, if you will. Smoke here as they begin to run through the jungle, approaching this bottom lane. Maybe they're thinking about making a push here. Top lane's pushed a little bit as well, so we'll see if Tinker opts to jump up there and push in the top. That looks like that's what's going to happen here. Goes up, throws out the marchers right away, and now this forces Los Meepos, or looking to go, to decide on where they want to commit. It looks like they're going towards the bottom. But expect that Tinker to jump right back to the... Nope, he's going to go to mid. He's just going to be all over the place and allow the rest of his squad to push in this bottom lane and distract him here. And this is probably the best thing they can do right now. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think they're realizing slowly that if this game goes on for like, say, like a ridiculous 70 minutes or something, once like OD gets his sheep and Luna gets her next item, there's not going to be a lot they can do. Like, their heroes fall off pretty hard, and especially with the items they went. Like, Viper didn't really go any form of real damage or sustainability. He went like Necrobook and Ags for kiting, and like they just have Necrobooks and stuff. So yeah,
they're all
their damage is coming from Tinker.
They're all committing to hopefully getting a nice push in and push up the hill. If they can finally maybe catch a pickoff or two with the help of a Tinker, with the help of a very nice place Invoker combo, they can push the hill and burst down the towers and Raxes really quickly with all the help of the Necrobooks and March of Machines. But yeah, this is just forcing Los Meepos to just be confined to their base and farm it out as they do a 3-man split push here. Invoker's opting to take in the 3 on the bottom and Tinker on the top. So this could be a bit of a loop here until someone decides to pull the trigger. What do you think would be the best bet here? Does Los Meepos need to commit maybe on one of these 2 lanes and make a jump in and stop them?
Yeah, they should be looking for the Tinker because he's the one that's been most greedy, and he'd be a really good pickoff. I think they could choose either one, honestly. They just need to actually go together because they can't actually kill their towers. Oh, they're going on Luna top right now.
Making it go on Luna. Comes in, does a little bit of a teaser, and will immediately jump back. And meanwhile, bottom lane, the coil laid out on 2 as Puck makes a move in. Necrobooks have been popped. Venomancer trying to get... Oh no, will end up being taken down. Viper lays out the Viper Strike, but he's bursted down as well. That's a 2-man takedown, but the Aegis will bring him right back into the fight. Now the
Their
Luna
top
steps
building
in.
is dying.
Yep, top building being taken down by the Invoker while Tinker makes an appearance here on the bottom as backup. They throw out the fortification, try to slow him down. Meanwhile, Crystal Main steps in, tries to slow down the Invoker with the Nova. This is being that rat Dota we're talking about here. Pushing in, they end up getting the tier, throw out the Astral Imprisonment, and trying to take a go on Invoker here. Nice BKB, they'll get him down. Bottom lane, they do hold the hill. Puck jumps in, takes out the Viper, but will sacrifice himself to the Tinker. And Tinker.
He's still got Sheep Stick on Visage. He could force staff Sheep him right here, and they could kill him.
Yep, jumps in. Oh, nice, but he will be able to blink back. The Lincoln's is off, however. And Earthshaker.
Oh, they got him this time.
No fissure to stop down just yet. Oh, nice silence. He has Echo Slam. He might pull it out here to try to slow him down. Nope. Just kind of forces himself the ultimate sacrifice to allow Tinker to get away.
That was obviously a good trade, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Killing yourself for the Tinker, worth it.
It's a little bit of extra gold going the way, especially towards that Luna and OD who need it so much. And there's that casual vitality booster, I guess, helping a little
OD
bit.
just finished his Sheep. That's
There's the Sheep.
really bad.
This is getting worse now. Jump in, they continue to push. Tinker trying to slow down the push as much as possible on his way out here. Makes a return back to base. Venomancer also, the one alive, he can hold down a base a little bit as well. He's going to start to throw down those foundation of wards and thwart them from pushing in too hard. So we only have 2 seconds on Viper, 15 seconds on Evoker. They might be able to get the tower, but I don't know. Do you think they'll be able to get the racks on this?
That guy's wants something.
Oh, man. He just ultimately feeds himself, jumping in, getting a little too excited. Visage. A bit of overconfidence there as he jumps in. Now Earthshaker jumps in. Bit of misplay there on the Fissure. Sunstrike won't land. Luna on the run. No BKB, however, so this might be it. Nice coil to save on 2. There's the Rift. Blink out. But Earthshaker blinks in himself. Will not catch. Unfortunately, meanwhile, it looks like Tinker ends up taking out the Crystal Main top lane. She's being the forced bodyguard for the base.
That was a kill on Tinker. I guess he forgot that he had a Lincoln's because he had his force out. He had Sheep and he had his ult. And if he would have forced and then sheeped and then autoed him and ulted, I think he would have killed him.
Oh.
Tinker does have buyback though, and 8,000 gold, so I mean, it wouldn't have really ended the game, but it would have definitely been a good thing.
Alright, well, we have that 6th and final slot open here. He did spend some money. What did we got coming here? Oh, he's going Necro Book. No, Shiva's. I was a Necro Book fully completed or something over here on the courier heading this way as well.
That's for Invoker.
Oh my god, Necro Book Dota. How many books is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. We got some serious Mormons over here on this team. Alright, well, they're making a push in. Through the base. Tier 3 already down. And bottom. So more of this split push action, Pandago. More of this split push.
What they did last time was good. They jumped them. The thing is, you just got to really make sure you kill them quickly, or they're just gonna like kind of poke back and forth with you while their other person kills the top tower. So you got to go all in and just fucking kill them.
Alright.
Push. It looks like there's about to happen, maybe.
Alright, jump in. There is the silence. They want to take out this Earthshaker quickly, and that's one Echo Slam we won't have to worry about. They make a run back to the base. They play it very safe. Meanwhile, Invoker trying to make a movement on the top. BKB is popped for Luna, but this is a very low cooldown, or very low timed BKBs. It's already over. They get the Invoker. That's 2 down already. Now, as they try to push him with the Necrobus on the bottom, trying to go diving for these racks right now, desperately. Visage doing a great job slowing them down. There's the desperation. Venomancer ultimate. Coil is on 2, and look at this. Los Meepos are holding their own here in the base, but just like that, Tinker steps in and quickly takes out the puck. Now Visage on the run. Tinker, the one holding it all together. A little tardy to the party, if you will. Jumping in. Throws out the Shiva's arm. Will slow him down. One more auto attack, and he gets it. Putting in some serious work now as he begins to make a move on the base, and that's going to be it, Pandago. They're calling GG. Thank you very much, Tinker. America's finest Dota players. Very thankful to him.
Can't really do anything. In Vidman we trust. Yeah, basically.
I think they know who their Valentine will be. Vidman stepping it up, being an all-star with that Tinker, and they run ahead. 2-0 in the series. America's finest Dota players had a bit of a rough early game there, and a bit of overconfidence I felt for Los Meepos, or look at it go. And they clear the series out 2-0. Pandago, any last thoughts on the match before we send it off?
I would be sad if I was the Radiant. I've definitely thrown games like that before, though, so it happens to anyone. Like I said, I actually like saw that whole thing like happening just from the very beginning. I mean, I didn't expect them to make the comeback the second time, like the Radiant to start coming back, but the Tinker kind of got greedy sometimes, so they picked them off. But yeah, that was a good game. It was fun to watch, and definitely be interested in doing it again.
Yeah, well, it was great to have you. It's always great to have someone who actually knows what's happening in the game as opposed to me just yelling about what's actually happening, of course. But yeah, absolutely same opinion. Obviously, many thanks to Tinker and being able to pull that one back out. America's Finest just kept their cool the whole game. They had their backs against the wall. It was looking very rough and very bleak for them, but they were able to keep their cool, put all their faith in that Tinker, and he got the job done. And now they're going to move on to the semifinals. It looks like they will be going up against Always Passing Excellence. So America's Finest Dota players will be playing against Always Passing Excellence. I've watched both teams before. That's going to be some seriously good games. So definitely, if you're around or whoever, we'll get on that one as well. And yeah, this was great. If you like what you heard, please be sure to come by and hang out over at twitch.tv/CoddleGuy. Say what's up. I'll be there briefly playing some music, hanging out. Be sure to hit follow so you can see the next time I go live. Also, be sure you can follow me on Twitter at CoddleGuy as well. Pandago, any shout-outs and where can they find you before we put it home?
I guess shout out my team. You can follow us at Team eHug. I guess it probably has a dash or underscore. I actually don't remember. And mine is at Pandago with a 0 instead of an O at the end.
Perfect.
And that's pretty much it. Yeah.
eHug, sponsored by extension cords and macaroni and cheese and lots of pizza, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Dude, those are my kind of sponsors.
There we go. I know. I want everyone like Chipotle to sponsor me, man. Screw Power PC, screw Monster, man. I want Chipotle. Anyways, enough about that. Thanks for coming and hanging out, guys. If you want more information about the Amateur Dota 2 League and what's going to be coming up next for them and where you can find the next match and who's streaming, go to amateurdota2league.com, okay? Take care, everyone. I'll leave it with some music. We'll catch you on the next one.